Today, I'm sharing some of the biggest tips about how you can a success mindset that is unbreakable. What you need to do is develop the itch, a daily itch that is almost as bad as if you actually had like a bite, an insect bite or something, and you want to scratch it. Develop an itch to work every single day. Have each day be like, if you didn't work, have it make you uncomfortable. And once you get to that point, that's when you know you are going to become successful. Because why? Because when you have to work each and every day and you literally feel it yourself, it's not like something you force yourself to do. It's like when you are not working, you feel like something is wrong. That's when you know you're on that path that's when you know you're on the path to success. Because by physically changing your mental to getting so used to work that you feel wrong without it, you have locked yourself into an amazing situation where from now on, you're going to be much less emotional about large amounts of work. You're probably going to be burnt out much less. And you've ultimately raised your work threshold, which is just absolutely the most crucial thing for success. If we talk about, successful people, right? They don't give up. You've heard this 1,000 times. But what's the big differentiator? What's the real thing is that most people just can't handle the work. If we talk about all this mindset stuff, we talk about, all these different things, why people are successful. The number one thing is just successful people have to be able to handle a much larger workload than the average person is willing to handle. If you do not build up a tolerance for that, you will simply not survive. You will burn out excessively, and excessive burnout can very easily lead you to giving up if you don't have the right mindset. But by slowly building up your work tolerance and just pushing yourself each day, every day, again and again and again for years on end, you're going to get to the point where you're used to just having a ton of things to deal with. 4 different tasks, working 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours again and again, working another 3 hours in the evening. This is going to become your norm. And you're going to be functioning at such a high level. You're going to be getting so much done in a day that you're going to leave your competition in the dust. This is why it becomes very difficult to become successful. But at a certain point, you pass a cutoff where everybody after that cutoff, they're the people who have survived the weeding out period of success. And these are the people that are willing to almost die for it. They're willing to just go as hard as possible, just working all the time, sacrificing so much of their own lives and a lot of these things to actually make it to become successful. So by developing a daily itch that requires you to do some sort of work and making that the norm, you are pretty much, I would say, safely above that cutoff. Because most people just do not even have a need to work. Their default need is to go relax. Their default need is to go take a break. We need to flip that on its head and make your default need to work and make that the thing that you're used to. So that way, when you have an assignment or a piece of work that you have to do that's going to take forever, you don't even blink. You just get started right away. Because the faster you get started, the less your emotions are in play, the longer you're going to be able to continue to work, which are all the most important factors to actually become successful. I'm sharing a ton of other tips to build an unbreakable mindset for success. If you guys have any other questions or anything, leave them down below and make sure you guys subscribe for more.